Now, I want to speak about a dream I had this morning. And there were a court proceeding, and there were a man and some group or some people that were trying to remove a house from this man, but this man was in court proceedings for this house, but also his wife was bedbound, or she was sick, or pretty much she was on her deathbed. Now, I asked the Holy Spirit to send me a dream. And I asked the Holy Spirit to, if there's something it wants me to speak, for me to speak to others. And what I gathered from this dream, and I'm not finished with the dream, but when they were going through the court proceedings, there were deliberation, and they were arguing back and forth as so far as not the person who's not the man and not the people that are there, but it was the people that were representing whomever they were representing. So as this man is there in court, he has his wife on speakerphone so she could hear everything that was going on. Now this woman is on her deathbed, and I believe these people were trying to take this house because this woman was on her deathbed, and they were trying to remove it out of this man's possession. And during this that was going on, when they were about to make the ruling and the judgment for who would have the house and who would get the house, at the same time that they said the ruling for the man to keep the house is the same time that the woman was her last breath. So what I'm saying is that I'm trying to do this without crying. There is a great falling away of the bride. A great fall away of the bride. And the house is already set for the bride. It's already ready. And there are those that have fallen away since this date has been given. Many have just stopped being on fire for the Holy Spirit. Many have just stopped putting their rapture dreams, and I mean, it just went cold. The whole internet just went cold because people are letting the mockers and scoffers discourage them. They were letting this date situation discourage them. I'm going to speak my truth no matter what, whether who likes it or who doesn't. There is one other thing. when I woke up from this dream to write it down, when I was falling asleep in between quaking state and awake, I put my hand out like this, and a woman's hand came into my hand, and I was lifting her up off, out of her seat with one hand, but her hand was in my hand as if I was helping her to stand. And I smiled as I was falling asleep, but I caught myself because I was in between quaking state and awake. So there will be some brides that will go, but then there will be some brides that will be left behind for the tribulation. Now, I'm not setting any dates, but I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit's knocking at the door. The rapture is knocking at the door. Literally knocking at the door. In the instant that you fall short, the instant that you run out of oil, the instant that your flame starts to dwindle, it's going to be that time that you're going to be left behind. I suggest all of you to look at what's going on in Israel. I suggest that you realize that there is about to be a war. I suggest you look at what's going on with the sun, with these 7 comets, with the Earth atmosphere, with the earthquakes, the tsunamis, the mudslides, the flooding, the enormous amount of storms that are going on around the world. And I really suggest that you really pay attention to what's happening and what's going on. Have you ever noticed, usually when it would be lightning, you would hear a little bit of rumble and then it would stop. Now you hear the lightning and you hear the rumble, but the rumble goes on for a very, very long time, like it's traveling from distance. It didn't used to be that long. When you would hear a rumble or crack, loud lightning, it would not rumble on that long. Just pay attention to the signs around you. We are at the precipice. We are at the edge of rapture. And it's knocking at the door. Many of you may not like what I have to say. Many of you may not agree with what I say. But I'm going to always give my truth. I'm not going to play this nice person. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to, what's the word? It's a word that people normally use. I'm not going to people please. I'm not going to do it. My truth is my truth, and I stand by it. My words will stand for the test of time, just as the pyramids of Egypt. I would suggest that you take what I speak, what I say to the Holy Spirit. And one woman contacted me from Germany, and she said when she received my video about the time lapse, it was a time that she was giving up. And she said the Holy Spirit sent her that video. It just popped up in her feed. You know, there are some people that you should really listen to, and there are some people that you shouldn't. I'm one of those people that you should take heed to what I'm saying. And I've already given one example, and I've spoke this to one of the people that messaged me, and he's asked me about the rapture. And I think I see this person jumping from person to person. When I would see people talking about rapture, I would see this letter pop up, and it popped up on 3 different people, an orange tab with some letter. I don't know if it was a T or a K or something like that, but I see this person popping up on everyone's feed that is and questioning and asking questions. But I would be one to listen to. Now, what I said to him was that, do I believe what being told to me? And I said, let me tell you. I said, when I received the dream, what was that back in, it was last year in November. And I think it was like around, it was the 15th of last year of November. This year, in this dream, I saw a skull rising up to the surface of murky water. Now, there was a flood right here in Texas that claimed many lives. Now, isn't that skulls rising up to murky water? Didn't that river and that flooding claim a lot of lives? I drop a lot of seeds, bird seeds, from events that I see happening, just the same as when I was in Satan's kingdom, and I had a dream that this kid was pushed out of an abandoned building with no windows, pushed in a creek. The kid drowned. I woke up that morning on the news. There was someone drowned in the bayou right by Satan's kingdom where I was. There are some people that you should listen to, and there are some people you shouldn't. I'm one that's not going to hide the truth. I'm going to always speak the truth. And if you can't believe what I say, take it to the Holy Spirit. That's the only thing I can tell you to do, is take it to the Holy Spirit. But my words will stand the test of time. They will stand the test of time. And there's another thing. For anyone that shall sing you other religions or tell you not to listen to this or listen to that, what I'm going to say to you is, have you had supernatural events happen? Have you had things that are unexplanatory happen to you or happen for you? And would you trade that which you have believed in, that you have been guided by, for something that's you know nothing about, and this being cannot bring the person back to life? They cannot even send them to heaven, give them a new body. They can't even raise the dead. When someone tries to veer you away from what you have always been doing, and you've always, there's a saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But you've always followed this, and you've always been steered right. And even when you tested it and you did something different, and you did something that was told not to, but you did it anyway, but then you got proved wrong. And every time you try to go against it, it literally, you pay for it. But when you don't go against it, everything is smooth sailing. Or you do not create a different direction. You steady walk in one direction, but then all of a sudden you veer off and go this direction. And the Spirit told you, nope, don't go that direction. Don't go that direction. But then you still go that direction, and something happened. And then you get back on your path, and then you try to test the Spirit again. And you try to go a different direction, and the Spirit says, don't go that direction. Don't go that direction. And then something else happens. And it just keeps going on and on until you decide that what the Spirit says and what the Spirit shows you and what the Spirit has proven to you, you stay on that path. People that try to view you from what you're doing and you have been receiving everything from it, is, for me, I would betray everything spiritually that I've been through for some female god that can't even raise the dead, or that cannot ascend me to the heavens and transform my body with a new body. Are you kidding me? Or someone that you know, I'm told that the highest peak that you can receive, the highest peak that you can be, to be at your highest vibrational frequency, highest peak, and get to your highest intuition and your highest sight, is to continue doing a vegan diet versus being carnal. Cannibalism. Which one are you going to do? Someone that always try to sway you to come be cannibalism, eating cannibal, being cannibal, when the Spirit said, this is the way, this is where you should be at. Because you're eating negative energy, and over here is live, vibrant energy. You and dark energy over here, murky, cloudy, black all around you, but there's light energy over here. And you got somebody over here kind of keep trying to get you to come and eat something that should not be. Make sense? Don't let anyone come in between what you are doing and what the Spirit has so spoke to you to do. I'm going to leave this here. Don't be the fall away bride. Keep oil in your lamps. Keep extra oil. Don't give up. Hold the faith. Stand fast. Be aware. Watch everything. Watch everything and keep your eyes on the skies. Don't be running around wearing baseball caps. Don't be running around wearing anything that's going to obstruct your business, your vision from looking up. Learn to love each other like you love yourself. Learn to forgive and let live and let go. For this is your salvation. For if you do not do these things, you will not catch that ride on that boat. Stay away from gossip, because that is called witchcraft. That is called black magic. Stay away from it. Those that have platforms that are mocking and scoffing, stay away from them. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm telling you what the Holy Spirit doesn't want you to do. Don't get with these other channels and get discouraged from your main task, which is to get off this rock and go home. Don't be discouraged. Just a little bit longer and we'll be home. The one out.